Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to FIFA 19 here with me, Viperous Cow, as we get ready to plow ahead back into our first season here with Lazio. And boy, do we start with a big one. Not only is it first versus second, as you can see right here, but it is also our first Rome derby of the save of the season. We travel to our home, the Stadio Olimpico, but we take on Roma. So this is potentially our biggest test so far. We played Napoli, we played Juventus, we beat them, but this is the big one. This is the one the fans want. This is the one I want. So we are going to get into it. We are going to hopefully come away with a morale boosting win here. Once again, we are 6 from 6. We haven't lost in the league yet this season, but that could all change without a performance today. So one thing to point out, I did check on Basta's injury. He is out for 5 more weeks, so Patrick will retain his spot in there. I think I need to rest Savage for this one. He's not particularly fit. Neither is Immobile. I may need to bring in Caicedo. Also isn't particularly fit, so I'm going to start Immobile here. That, I feel, might be the only change I make. I'm going to actually not bring in Marusic. He scored the last couple of games. He's going to come in. Lukaku's a little tired. I'll keep him out. Lulic is fit. This is the team we're going with then. I'll take a look at it here. Strakosha, Plattenhart, Radua, Sarbi, Patrick, Parolo and Lucas, with Lulic, Marusic flanking Luis Alberto behind Immobile. Let's get into it. Let's take on our city rivals. Alright, we are underway. Stadio Olimpico here against our arch rivals Roma. They are of course in the red, we are in white. Let's get this underway. Early ball forward, that's not going to cause much danger. Plattenhart has more than enough to get to that, but we give it away cheaply. Very early on, Roma with a chance to break in here. It's not defended, and inside 3 minutes, Roma take the lead. Not a good start at all for us. We gave away the ball cheaply, couldn't win it back, and it's a very nice finish. I didn't even catch who the goal scorer was. I need to check that out. He just absolutely does everyone. Look at that finish. Plants it right in the top corner. Pastore with the goal. We have work to do. The top goal scorers in Serie A take an early advantage. They lead by a goal to nil. Haven't had a chance to make a single step in the game yet. We already find ourselves playing catch up. Our defensive record is kind of what's held us most here, because we don't score a ton, but now we don't have a choice. Even if you want to just avoid defeat here, as it's cleared away by Ziyech. Here's Lulic. His touches there weren't great and he lost it, but he wins it there. Played through Luis Alberto to chase. Here he is. Luis Alberto kind of brushed off the ball, but he wins it back. Alberto! Lovely finish. Lazio draw level, and it is Luis Alberto with the goal. He had to work hard for that one. That wasn't easy. Check it on the replay here. It is Lulic who plays it into him. Then he's got plenty of work to do. He almost loses it there. He's almost muscled out. He slows down, takes his time. Slots a lovely finish in. Goalkeeper couldn't get there. We are all tied up again. Roma 1, Lazio 1. Lucas plays in Marusic. Marusic cuts. He finds Immobile. Lucas. But Lucas's pass is way off the mark. And there is half time. That first half, I don't know about you, that first half flew by for me. Not a great deal in terms of chances, but plenty of action. Plenty of mistakes from both sides. We are all tied up at the break. 1-1. Roma's only shot their goal, but that was, remember, inside 3 minutes. But since then, we have looked like being able to hold our own for the most part in this one without being terribly dangerous ourselves. As Patrick makes an early charge, he goes back to Lucas. There's Parolo. Finds Lulic out left. Lulic trying to play around a little bit. Here's Plattenhart. Finds Luis Alberto to Immobile. Marusic! Saved. That's that angle. He scored the last 2 games from very similar positions to that. You kind of, in your mind, thought he might have been making it 3 from 3, but it wasn't to be, and that pass is blocked out. Roma with a chance to counter now. But as the pass is blocked out, they probably had a better ball down their right-hand side if he just had a little more patience. Luis Alberto here, trying to fight but can't. As well, taking out Fazio on it now. Here's Manolas. Definitely been the better team here so far, at least. In the second half, Roma haven't had any kind of threat at all. But this might be it. Here's Edin Dzeko. He's very isolated up there. That's the issue. They're not supporting Dzeko up there at all. But if we do that, he doesn't need support. There's Karic on the ball now. And it is... might end up being a free kick here. That ball's there, but Plattenhardt is equal to it, and it's cleared away. But again, Roma come back. We can't keep the ball out at the moment. This is very similar, but Dzeko's shot is ballooned wide. That was a decent chance. He had an opening. Really should be at least hitting the target from this one, but instead goes high and wide. No real finesse on that attempt. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. That's okay. Caceres finds Lucas, who finds Parolo. Parolo hits one from range and forces a save from Morante. I'm going to make this change as well. Savage is going to replace Lucas as we get ready for the corner here. Luis Alberto swings it up and around. It's headed clear. Plattenhardt gets there. He finds Parolo. Goes back to Plattenhardt. Here's Radu. Savage, the man just on to Marusic, who's got Luis Alberto. His shot is straight at Morante. Could have done better there. Crafted an opening for himself with his first touch, but could not convert. And now Roma again trying to build out, but they're just not getting enough time. They're being crowded out quite easily, but that poor Savage does well to actually recover and win it, but then gives it away. And Roma again trying to break. This is end-to-end stuff. Remember, we are still tied at 1-1. We would like another goal, but I wouldn't be too disappointed if we end up just, not losing this game, especially considering how it started. Here's Parolo. Finds Savage. Savage here, cutting around. He hits it, and Savage buries it. And with about 9 minutes left in the game, Lazio take the lead. And it's the substitute, Savage, that does it. He's given all the time in the world. The defenders could have closed him down better. They didn't. The ball there to him. I thought he'd missed the opportunity about here. He lost all his time, but he just cuts in. Defenders don't close him down. And he fools the goalkeeper with the placement and just dinks it straight into the back of the net. It is Roma 1, Lazio 2. And now the home side need to start coming after it. Lukaku replacing Marusic there for those that missed it. A big win this would be to put us 6 points clear of Roma, as we would remain with a 100% record, but it's not over yet. There is still time for the home side, but not with passing like that. But if we give it away like that, it's still on, and there's the shot, and it goes over the bar. Should have done better there, just kind of blasted his foot through it, saw his name in lights probably, and puts it high over the top. And we keep the ball barely, because that wasn't a great pass. Making it difficult for ourselves, a little nervy here towards the end, but recovered well over the top, but no one's going to catch that one as a throw into Roma. There's 2.5 minutes left of stoppage time. They are running out of time rapidly and is giving the ball back again, but we lost it. Need to work quickly though, going backwards isn't going to help them. Send that one forward, but the flag is up for offside, and that should be all she wrote. We can see out the last minute of the game here, and we will, I would imagine, a Serbi here. Savage finds Parolo, going over the top towards Lulic, and it makes it. Lulic has it, goes to send it in, he loses the ball to Santon, but there is full time, and the first blood in this rivalry goes to Lazio. After falling behind early, did very well to come back, a deserved victory. Roma definitely did not turn up the way we thought they might, and it ends Roma 1, Lazio 2. In the end, I would say fairly comfortable. Roma did not threaten us in the second half. They had a couple shots, but they weren't good. The chances weren't there. They were sloppy, and it showed as we get a vital league win. So as you can see, next we return to the Europa League. We do need a win here because remember we lost to Frankfurt in our first game. We play West Ham, who also could do with a win to get their campaign going after they lost to Marseille in Game 1. Join us for that. It is a very important tie. Alright, welcome back. We are ready to take on West Ham in the Stadio Olimpico. During that little break there, I was offered the Turkey manager job to go alongside this. I turned it down. I'm not looking at international stuff right now. We're going to give West Ham their home kicks. It doesn't clash like the away kit wanted to. I actually have a pretty reasonably fit squad for this one, which I'm kind of surprised about. So I don't know what I want to change, if anything. I think I might put Lukaku back out on the left, bring in Marusic and leave Lulic out of this one. But apart from that, we're in a pretty good spot. Correa, I kind of feel bad for. He probably should have had more game time at this point. And, I might stick him on the bench for this one, get him on later. But apart from that, I'm not too worried about anything else. So we're going to go with it. Just the one change, Lukaku in for Lulic. And actually two changes because Savic starts in place of Parolo. So let's get on with it. Take on the Hammers. Alright, we kick off game number 2 of both the episode and our Europa League campaign. Like I said, we really could do with getting a win here after losing game 1 in Germany. So let's hope we can do that at the expense of our friends from England, West Ham. But like I said earlier, they also need a win. That's a lovely ball through. Marusic is there. First time, well saved. Good early chance for the home side. Goes to Lucas. Plays it forward for Savic. Finds Luis Alberto. But he's crowded out. Alberto wins it back to Lucas. Here's Savic. Finds Plattenhardt. There's a space out left all by himself. He's going to slow it down. Swings into the back post. Lukaku's there. It's headed out for a corner. Nicely done. Well defended. Good start. Really piling on the pressure. Alberto swings that one in. It's headed clear as well. As every corner seemingly is. Could win that one back. That's a free kick. Yeah. Definitely a second bite of the challenge. Earns him a yellow card as Arnautovic goes in the book early, and the pressure early continues. As West Ham finally have a chance to step up. They do, they get clear. Here's Arnautovic, but he ends up going backwards, couldn't turn himself, or at least seemingly couldn't turn himself. As it's played in nicely, and Strakosha is there to get a good fist on it. We get it clear, but not for long. As West Ham now piling on a good bit of pressure. See how this holds to get through. And Strakosha comes out authoritatively to gather that one at the feet of everybody. Saved us a bit of trouble. I don't like how the referee's in red. I'm going to get very confused. Here's Luis Alberto. Finds Lukaku. Lukaku finds Marusic, but Marusic I think was in an offside position. He was. Free kick. Decent opportunity here. Lukaku chasing back, doing well. Putting on a bit of pressure and he steps in, but they're coming through. That's shot. And Strakosha's equal to it again. Eventually I'll get Marusic's name right 100% of the time. I'll stop calling him Marasic and all these other things that I call him. West Ham is playing the ball around here like it's a training match. Steps up, the tackle's made, but it is a free kick. It wasn't a good one. He goes back to the yellow card for Yarmolenko for his earlier challenge. I was a little confused there, but I'd already forgotten about it. This is dangerous. Yarmolenko steps up to take the free kick. Arnautovic is there, he runs over it. It's for Yarmolenko to hit, and it's over the bar. Here's Marusic down the left. He finds Alberto. Alberto finds Marusic. There's no one in the middle. He's going to have to run with this. He eventually does put it in. Immobile is there. Lovely ball. Lovely finish. And Lazio take a vital lead here in Rome. The initial ball to Marusic was fantastic. Gave him plenty of time to run. Plenty of space. He waited and waited. He knew someone was coming. Immobile runs in. No one's on him. And it's an easy finish. Goalkeeper doesn't have a chance from that distance. And Lazio lead by a goal to 0. Ku's held up. Plattenhardt takes it. Jumps over the one. There, played inside to Savic. Savic finds Immobile and it's saved. It's hit it straight to the goalkeeper. He should have had his second. He falls to the ground in disgust, as he should, because it should be 2-0. Oh, that's a lovely ball. The touch was suspect, but the pass was not. As Arnautovic has it, takes on Patrick. Ends up going back to Bong. He gets it back here, Arnautovic. His cross is blocked by Patrick, but West Ham still have it. They get in there, and this is 1-1. We have a new game. I believe that is Sanchez who has stepped up in the middle to finish it. It is. And West Ham are level. You kind of saw that one coming. There was plenty of things. The ball bounced very nicely for them a couple times. Not sure who was stepping up there, but he left his man wide open. And it is now a new game again, 1-1. Kramer, a Serbi, steps up well. And that is the half-time whistle. We are all level going in at the break. What has been a pretty even game, if I do say so. I'm not sure what the stats will say. But just looking at it and feeling it, yeah, almost nothing to tell between the sides, including in the scoreline. But again, the frailties at the back for West Ham shining through, which I'm glad to see. As Immobile finds Lucas. Lucas hits it easy for Fabianski. Patrick tried to get around his man. He had plenty of time to judge that one better, but instead he gives it right back. It's swung in, headed clear. The shot's back in. Strakosha's equal to it. Did not want to do that. And it's panicky from Plattenhardt. Luis Alberto loses the ball. We can't keep possession at the moment. We're really struggling just to have the ball. West Ham are playing it all around us. It's played in, and there it is. The pressure tells, and yet again, in Europe we fall behind. We have all kinds of work to do now. Casiados has replaced Immobile. But we are in trouble. And it goes forward, just no one nearby. And it's Radu that's to charge out after Plattenhardt gave away his position. It's shot, and Strakosha makes the save. Plattenhardt to Lukaku, but his first touch was so poor he can't even keep it on a throw-in. And it looks like this is going to be another lost cause in the Europa League. Antonio with all the pace, all the energy, cleared away. But West Ham just win it back. All too easy for them, really. That's blocked though. Casiado, nicely done. And he's penalised. That is, in my opinion, incredibly harsh. Don't think he did anything wrong there whatsoever. He could have been through, but we remain behind. The Europa League has been our undoing this season. The only competition we've lost a game in yet. We look like we're going to lose our first two. Remember, the board had that expectation of winning the Europa League. We might not get out of the group stage at this rate. There's only 2 minutes of added time. We're definitely going to lose this one. As it comes back in, it's hit. Strakosha sends it wide. But it is game over for us here at home. And there's, I thought that was a third. In the end, it's just full time. The night ends. Very disappointing European night yet again as we fall to a 2-1 defeat against West Ham. Plenty of work to do in our final 3 games. Not made any easier by having to play Marseille twice still. Hopefully you'll be there to see it. Hopefully things can improve as we get into Europe. I've been playing every game so far. I'm probably going to jump through a few, look for the bigger ones, get through this a little bit faster. So we'll see what happens there. If you don't want that to happen, let me know. If you do, let me know. Your feedback will help make this even better. Thank you for watching. Please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe once again. It would mean a whole lot to me if that did happen. And we will see you for the next episode, whenever that may be. It might be Fiorentina, it might not. You'll just have to come back and find out for yourselves.